All right, welcome back on this other side. All right, so I'm just gonna keep this one very short and sweet. Okay, and I'll also upload the other video. Basically, I had to like redo this video because on the other one, like there's no sound. And apparently, I forgot to turn on my mic, and I was just speaking into the air. So let's get into it. So with US30. We expected, or I expected, at least a bullish weekly candle. As you can see, it did that, and when it did that, I was happy to see that it did that because it respected, or it was within my my weekly bias that I was expecting. So if I would have traded USDT for the entire week, I would have traded here or somewhere here or somewhere here, and it hold for the rest of the week. And I would have been fairly much good profits. So it's this adverts thing, they actually bought me. Yeah, unfortunately, I can't afford to buy a subscription trading view plan at the moment. But anyway, it's fine. Let's get back to business. So I was expecting a bullish weekly candle. Why? I noted this. Remember last week I wanted to see this, specifically this candle trade above, like this one, like this candle, and it did not. In fact, it went lower, failing to go below the low. And when I was doing my analysis last week, I was still bullish, and bam, it traded the way I expected it to trade. So what am I saying here? I'm trying to say that it traded in line with my weekly bias. So either way, if it was incorrect again, that's fine, because I'm not doing these videos so that I prove that I'm correct or that I can get these things correct. But this is a way for me to go back and review what was my bias for this particular week. And if it was trading in line, then I'll be able to go back into the week. Now I'll go back day by day or session by session if possible to see what made me get the entire weekly bias wrong. You understand? So wow, I just spill out a pin right there on how I actually look at the week. But anyway, that's fine. So maybe you can also share how you actually go back and check if everything went well for you, or if things didn't go well for you. How do you go back and back test? All right, so I was expecting a run above. If you can see, there's a 1H there. There's a 1H there. If you can check clearly or closely, I'm not sure if by the time I upload this video it will be as clear as I am seeing it right now. Yeah, so if you can check here, we have a buy side liquidity that I was expecting to be ran last week, which it did not, but this week it did, and it went well beyond what I expected. I couldn't tell if it was going to get to this point or not. But looking at things and how we traded above, I would like to see, maybe we might expect, let's say 50K, I don't know, or maybe just we might trade somewhere here around 49.7 something, and then maybe retrace a bit and then push higher. I don't know. But by the looks of things, we're still moving higher up until price give us some signals that now we're moving lower. You see. So that's how I actually saw, just by having this buy side liquidity intact and not moving it or abandoning it. So price went and went and went and went as far as it could have reached. Then it stopped there. So in short, my last week's weekly bias was correct. It traded in line with what I wanted, and I'm happy for that. And hopefully next week it will do the same and trade in line with my bias. So what am I saying? I'm still bullish towards this 50 K that we see here. It might not trade to it exactly, it might fail just below it, it might fail completely. I don't really care, but yeah, I'm still bullish for now since price is still pushing higher and higher. Now let's check if US 100 traded the way we wanted to. US 100 traded as we wanted to. Remember last week in my analysis video, review analysis video, I said I wanted to see the weekly candle being bullish, and that's what we see. And it played out as I expected, but now it failed to go above this high that I initially had, the 25,833 price level. So it failed to go above it. Hopefully going into next week, it'll push higher. And let me put back this price point that I had, and maybe it'll gravitate towards that point there, which is 26,130. It might fail to get to it. I don't really care, but I'm still bullish. And price might actually close somewhere here. I don't really care if it closes there or not. But the whole point is I'm still bullish. As soon as price shows that we are bearish, then we can start looking for this lower prices here, here, here. Yeah, so in short, I'm still bullish for USD for NASDAQ as well going into next week. And remember, I'm not saying that it will go above this point, the 26,130 price point, but I'm saying that it can get close to it, and it can actually go well above it, even this point here, even this high, which is 26,255 level. So yeah, so in short is I'm still bullish for US 100 on NASDAQ as well, and I'm expecting both candlesticks, weekly candlesticks, to be bullish. That's it for now. Please don't treat this as a trade advice. Don't treat this as a trade signal. Make your own analysis. After that, then trade according to your trading plan. That's all, or that's the best advice I can give you at the moment. But don't use my advice, or not necessarily my advice, but my analysis, which I'm making through this video, as a trade signal for yourself. And because I don't want you to say, hey man, I lost some money because I traded according to what you said is going to happen this coming week. So be responsible with the information sharing, and that will be all for me. So in short, just to encompass the previous video and this one, so for V51S, I'm bearish just for next week only. And then for V75, I'm bullish just to go above that low, the closest low, and then go up into the fairly gap we wanted, which had been failing for weeks. And then for USDT, we're still bullish, as well as for NASDAQ. That will be all for me at the moment. Thanks for watching. Catch you on the other side, which is next weekend. Thank you. Bye. Be safe.